Yo, what is up, guys? Second recording of the day. Wow, the other video I recorded today is still rendering, while the other video I recorded yesterday, the Okuma boss fight, is still uploading. I know, crazy, right? Anyways, second recording of the day. Not gonna upload the same day though. Most likely this video is most likely gonna be uploaded by next week. No, it's actually gonna most likely, this video you're watching right now is being recorded on September 1st. The Okuma boss video was recorded or finished yesterday, August 31st. And that's still uploading to YouTube. Then this morning, September 1st, I recorded my next video right after that, where basically we find out Okuma dies due to mental shutdown because someone misinformed and killed him. That's the point we're up to. We had exams, all that stuff, and we found out somebody is actually setting us up. The SIU director, most likely. Well, clearly we already know it is, along with the actual culprit behind the mental shutdowns. That was recorded today, September 1st. Now this is the second recording of the day, September 1st. After that, while the Okuma video is still uploading to YouTube, and while that video of Okuma having a mental shutdown is still rendering. So just to give you a perspective of everything that's happening, because all these videos are going to be uploaded not on the same day. Basically, they're not going to be uploaded the same day. These videos will be uploaded on a different day, way after September 1st. But the time of this recording of the two videos I recorded today was the 1st. The time of the recording for the Okuma video was the 31st of August. Okay, enough explaining. Let's get into the video. Last where we left off is we're talking about the whole us being set up the whole time right after our fame when we were blowing up. And we come to find out Makoto's sister Sainijima, the prosecutor, the lady who's interrogating us, she was given the high task of taking down the Phantom Thieves. He says she cannot fail. And also Sainijima is actually our next target, which of course I already knew. I told you guys that. I was like, if I'm not mistaken, Sainijima is our next target, which I cannot wait for, and she's our next target, so I cannot wait for that to happen. And we saw the Black Mask user kill Okuma, by the way. I almost thought for a second it was Akechi. I hope it's not Akechi, and then we see a scene with Sai and Akechi talking, and Akechi is actually saying that he doubts the Phantom Thieves were the ones who killed him. And also that just goes back to when, because you remember when we first went to Okuma's palace, Akechi was there, so he probably saw us, assuming he went back in when we went back in. He saw us take him down, so he saw himself that we didn't kill him, and he probably saw the Black Mask user kill Okuma. That's why he's saying it's not us, and it could have been somebody else. So that's why now I'm thinking he's not the culprit, which I really hope he's not the culprit. I'm highly doubting he is, based off what we saw with him inside. But anyways, enough talking, let's get back into it. I don't think we can do anything right now. Oh, we can't do something right now. Perfect. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I don't even know how I forgot. I remember in the last video saving, but apparently when I loaded back in, it wasn't saved. So I had to replay it. But of course I winded it up, skipped through a lot of parts. I redid all the hangouts and all that stuff, and I just skipped through it basically. And now we're back up here 20 minutes later. But alright, I don't think we can do anything. Let's work out.
Oh, you want to do it?
Get our max health back up. Oh, and I also went back to the Velvet Room to do the whole thing with the fighting.
All right.
For a while though, I just did for like a very short amount of time. I wasn't trying to do all that again. Dang, 29%. Skip, just keep skipping. Got it. Skip this too.
You were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true.
Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
You mean the whole team of phantom thieves are at your school? No, I'm kidding. Only some of them. Only 4 of them.
Okay, quiet down.
Okay, listen up. The police are here at the school, so be sure not to get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of canceling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparation will be rough, but don't push yourselves too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all this stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. Apparently the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? The police are at Shujin? They haven't come to my school. It seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're gonna get called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves mentally for this. They've got to be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try to not say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling. I know. In any cases, don't tell them anything unnecessary. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and
Me?
you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Yeah, facts.
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Alright.
Oh yeah, right.
You got scared for a
Those
second.
are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah, yes, you're the one currently under probation.
Yep.
It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now.
That's it? Damn.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not. Yeah.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
Huh.
To think my name would come up as well.
Facts.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
I wouldn't have thought that. I can't believe they actually just brought up his
Hey,
name.
didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
You know, to me. Yeah, he was.
Especially those eyes. It was like they were smiling, but not.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. And now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right? Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
They were so popular too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
Oh yeah, why didn't we think of that? Like, it'll make sense for him to have some type of file maybe or something on who the culprit might be.
As for everyone
I
else,
won't be surprised if he does.
you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
Facts,
For
since they mentioned
the
your
best
name.
option is
My
to stay
God.
on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Of course.
Alright, kill. This is bad. Someone totally framed us. Yes, somebody totally did. Let's get that kindness up real quick. Hold on one second. Get this kindness up. So, business.
Hey,
Just clean up.
well then.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, rank up already. Come on now. Yeah, kindness up. Oh, here we go.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
I wonder who the other person on that phone is. See, I see you with your PS Vita right there. Let me stop. I don't really care what you guys say, son. Light work. Network, and yes, I'm also connected to the internet again. Let's go. So what do we have? So what do we gotta do as the school festival executive committee? I'll need some help with the questionnaires. The questionnaires. What questionnaires? The one regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Oh right, that thing they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to do a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. Ugh, that's so damn boring. Don't be like that. It's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. Making sure to work hard at home. But you do that all the time. I could look up stuff. So did you find anything, Haru? About that? No good, huh? I'm sorry. I'll lose suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries. I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I will leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. That's alright, Yusuke. You cool. Let's do this.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Just relax, Ryuji. I'm actually tired.
You too?
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
What? Come on now.
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
So effing stupid, damn it.
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
Oh boy.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Let's see if it's her.
We're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
Damn, thank you, Akechi. Thank you.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
Way more.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
Oh, now I feel like people are gonna think that we struck a change of heart in him. Ah, who knows. I'm super stuck on my Akuma investigation. Seriously, even you're having trouble with this shit? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our mythology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Pretty much. It's a secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
It's alright. And let him come. It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Alrighty. Coming out. What are you doing right now? Ooh! Oh, is this right after his press conference too? We're gonna hang on with Akechi right now, bro. Especially right after his press conference. Come on. Let's see what this is about.
Hi. Hey.
Wow.
What do you want to do?
I don't want to decline
Thank
him
you.
though. I always feel bad. Even for in-game characters, bro. Don't judge me. Sunday. What are we going to say? Oh, here we are.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network. And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate.
Bro, I'm Akechi's homie. Just ask me to text him, I got you. Come on now.
What
He
are
coming.
your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Akechi's my homie. Should be fine.
Okay then. Is everyone else okay with—
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
That's true.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Actually, I do.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Yeah, that's right. I'm friends with a celebrity.
I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Yeah, I'm friends with a celebrity. You know the vibes. Let me stop.
Now's no time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Yeah, bro, facts. Zeus has nothing else to do tonight. Let's do this. San, are you sure you're going to be okay? I can sense it just by looking at your face. The death aura is emitting a strange light. Please be careful. You say, I don't think? Alright, whatever.
Let's go. Wow.
I see the prices I use the bookstore are all so low. There's a lot here. Which ones would be good as reference? Autobiographies of great people, books on business. Books on business? Aha! A how-to book by someone successful? I do get people asking for work fortunes, but since I've never had, well, a normal job, I didn't know what to say sometimes. Those would definitely be worth reading. Also, you know those self-help books? With those, you feel like just reading them is enough, and you end up not actually helping yourself. I like to learn the ideas expressed in those books and use them to help my customers. That used bookstore sign says "Study of Destiny." Huh? A fortune-telling specific shop? Pitsu-san, let's go check it out, bruh.
Good morning.
Oh, look who it is.
Well...
Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Oh, that reminds me, the school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea that the preparation would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me.
Hey.
I don't care. Papa talk about Goro Akechi. The thing is really tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, Maruki. I'm answering this question with ease. Memory bias, baby.
This is it.
Oh no, we're talking about. Let's answer that question right. Go. Knowledge up. Rank up, please, and max out, please. Oh my god, it's taking so long to max these out. Our grades are out. How you do? I finished a little higher than the average score. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, it should say a good example for your friends. Let's go. Oh, the fucking vibes. And I also got one question wrong when I was redoing it. I was looking at it too quickly. I was doing it too quickly, so I just pressed X on random answer, and I got one wrong. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh? That's what you're worried about? I appreciate the concern, but it'll be fine. I just need to get Akechi-kun to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was gonna go into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try to explain the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front. Oh, Akechi!
Welcome home.
Thank you. Honey, I'm home. Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
Yeah, we saw
What are your
that.
thoughts, Representative Shido?
Oh, Sujio giving a little mean
It doesn't
look.
surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
You guys are thinking what I'm thinking, right? Because that guy looks awfully familiar. I'm just playing with you. We know who it is. The freaking that's literally the dude who ruined our lives, basically. Well, I don't want to say ruined our lives. Well, it kind of did. We have a criminal record now because of him. Like, come on now. Like, oh my god. Freaking a-hole. That man's voice. Yeah. It's coming back to you, right?
Prominent figures. Our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Yeah, remember from that time too. I feel like I met that man somewhere before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're standing too. It's nothing.
I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
Don't like politicians' true nature. You on the thief side?
It may be somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that,
I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level. If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Are you a fanboy? But they're innocent.
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met. I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already.
Yeah, cause...
Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? Okay. Hold your horses, buddy. Anyways. Oh, I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How's your studying going? Decently. Essentially, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, the Marky? Probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skills for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. I don't know if you'll even be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. Whatever. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. Let's not. That sounds good. At a time like this is the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I've just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I could resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure. Let's text now. Okay, let's go hang out with her. Go right away.
Good evening.
The gold's key to victory lies in retreating. This means at times retreating is an effective strategy in order to attack your next move. I don't think. Okay, whatever. Okay. Hang out. Invite.
I look forward to it.
I look forward to it. What's up? Yes, I feel like I could play shogi at a different place here. The scenery, the sounds, the smell. I'll be able to utilize all 5 of my senses. Perhaps I'll even come up with some new ideas. I'm glad to hear that. It's a good stimulator, huh? You use your senses in shogi? I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Oh, just skip. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is going down quick.
The festival seems to be a success.
Indeed. That looks like a lot of fun.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all.
That's true.
Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
That's facts. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
There may be police officers in plain clothes too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
We need to stay on our toes. Just enjoy yourself.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me. You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members...
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
Oh,
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
Hey, never been
I
to
know
one?
a great one. Follow me. This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
Yeah, it's our class.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
Bruh.
The hell?
I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Jesus Christ.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
Golly, will there be people here?
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Yuji, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
The Russian takoyaki.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
So we heard.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
I don't know why. I feel like Yusuke and Akechi will get along in their own weird way. In their own weird way. I feel like they'll get along in their own weird way.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
Who wouldn't? Hell no.
I'm of the same mind. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait. Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red.
Yeah.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
No, we're gonna
I prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, are you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
Think it'll be spicy? It looks spicy, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah.
Oh, everyone's all here.
Oh, look who it is!
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions. That's because you were sloppy. I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
Oh.
It's fine. It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. Oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine.
I can see him sweating.
I just love spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
He's shaking and everything, bro. Oh my god.
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Why is he walking like that?
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
Yo.
He wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what. That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
Ooh!
You're just imagining things.
Oh! I just peeped that. I just peeped that. Oh wow.
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Oh wow, I just peeped that. I mean, we already know that he clearly knows it's us. It's obvious. He went to the metaverse with us. He went to the metaverse with us. It's obvious. But they don't know that.
But the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
That's facts.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
Aw.
What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more? I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be?
We're all wondering that.
Oh?
Wait. Eric, Yusuke's missing. Where'd he wander off to? Always doing whatever he wants. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
Oh wait, didn't he want to talk to Maruki? Excuse me. You're Dr. You're Dr. Takuto Maruki, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I
My name is Yusuke Kazakawa. I love how he walked up to, yo, I love Yusuke. Yusuke's so funny. My name is Yusuke Kazakawa. I am a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. I love how he just comes with food. Sakamoto-kun and Sakabaki-san?
quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you're taking an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Oh my god, he has food in his hands, walking closer and closer to him. It's so weird. Oh my god. Yo, I love Yusuke, bro. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss.
Hold on.
Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there's a huge misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize, I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
Oh, how about this? Why not try my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, you're no charge. There's no charge. All you have to do is shout at me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well, and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but there won't be any of that. I freaking love him, bro. I see. So you are Madarame-sans. It's in the past. How curious. I never imagined counseling to be like this. Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. What? When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotion. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk to them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves. I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it, if I can't help lift the weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been a most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Katawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve through my own efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I will wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece that it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who could take me in and guide me brush with care. Guide my brush with care. Ah, I see.
All right.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. This man, Yusuke, is so silly, bro. So silly, bro. So Yusuke is just too much sometimes, bro. He's so funny. Anyways, hold on one second. Alrighty. Tomorrow's the moment of truth, Akechi's panel. Who's Sexton? The group. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the lost Denari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there? Did you go to his counseling? Yes. Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow's Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. Photo time. This is when we were at the food stand. Aw, hey, that's really cool. I like that. I always take pictures of these on my phone just to have them saved and stuff. Hold on. Freaking love these. Man, even yakisoba looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having yakisoba from my food stand though. It was more delicious than I imagined. It wasn't the instant stuff, but it's still good. Yeah, I don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us on? You got pics of us too, right? How about the one you took of Eric's yakisoba with the big red mountain of ginger? Oh, no, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry seaweed all over my teeth. Bruh. Alright, which one? Health or... Oh, let's check out our plant.
Hey, hey! Nice.
Okay. Okay, let's work out.
Oh, you want to do it?
All right.
Let's go. Max HP increased.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Yep, he has.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
He knows it. He knows her sister.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already...
Oh snap, he just said that he knows it's us! He just said it, no! Bro, he just said...
No, the police haven't gotten that far yet.
No, but you have! But you have!
I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah!
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down.
He's lying, right? But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. There is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth?
What's he planning on saying?
That's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well.
Oh,
I'd like to
snap.
ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
Something's gonna happen for him not to say it, bro. Watch.
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are...
Like I said.
It's mine. I apologize. I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
I would have been pissed.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption.
Eh.
Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Oh.
Did you set this up?
Oh.
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
Oh shit. Oh,
what do you want to talk
shit.
about?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
No.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
That's gotta be shocked. I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too. Yes.
Oh. What are you talking about? Us too?
It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world too. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge. Dude, it's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as phantom thieves in the metaverse.
Oh,
I say so
shit.
with conviction because I have the same power as you.
Oh shit. He has it too. Oh. Yo. I mean, I already knew. I don't know why I'm like so surprised. Being honest, I already knew he had it from the beginning of the game. From the first game, at least. That's right.
So you admit it then?
Yeah.
In
might as
all
well,
honesty,
you know.
I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone.
But it's just the way that it all unfolds. It's just, it's still super interesting to me.
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
Oh snap!
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else.
Oh! Oh, that's kind of scary. Oh my god, that's creepy. He had a smile on his face while shooting him. Oh nah.
He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, or we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
Oh boy.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
Damn.
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
It really doesn't.
Fortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
Whoa!
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Is that the only way?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Damn.
They're going.
What a moment. Whoa. Is that our memory fading away?
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
It's facts.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring.
Whoa! 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 Oh my god, you see? Oh my god, don't tell me. Look you see what's on the counter too, right?
Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received
calling
a
card is that?
from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
Oh shit! He found that Futaba. That's the one we gave to her. Oh.
Delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Fuck.
Post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh?
Oh, look who it is!
Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party?
I have no one to go with, unless... I'm not sure yet.
Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition, the Student Sharing Special!
This is a new scene for sure, because of her.
But before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down.
Oh lord. Oh, he doing backflips and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Spin, spin, ooh, ooh.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
Let's bust the move! It's showtime! Come on, dance, bro! Come on, dance! Oh, we finna start dancing? Come on. Come on. Yo! Oh my god! Yo! I love our guy.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
Oh, what is it?
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
What's gonna happen? Oh, anime scene! Look at me right there, bro. Hey. Oh, she's finna bust a move? She's finna dance?
Huh? Yo, who's that? Huh?
Oh, she dancing! I mean, she's a gymnast. I'm not too surprised that she knows how to dance. Do a whole bunch of different types of tricks. Hey. 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 Yeah, she sweated too.
Crazy.
His mouth is all down. We're finna change up who he likes. We're gonna. Hey, what's happening? I know she's tired from that. I know she's tired from that. Bruh. I left the party with Kasumi to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast!
like I danced my heart out back there.
I could tell. As great as I expected.
Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
Be careful at home. Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun. Especially with you.
Hey. See you soon. Yeah, alright. The gym's quiet. Is quieted. The gym's quieted down. Looks like the dance is over. Out at home. You know what's gonna be waiting at the doors. You know who's waiting. The post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So I could use a change of pace. How about it? I should go to the post-festival with Haru. Should I? Oh, okay, boom, we're going. Guess we're not going home yet.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what Akechi-kun said.
It'll be alright, I'm worried. Don't think about it now.
Yes. I was looking forward to this party, so we should enjoy it.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause, everyone.
There's like nobody left.
I never knew we had such an event.
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? No? I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
Watch it be me.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over
Oh, it's her.
there? I choose you.
I choose you.
Huh? Is he looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he?
Yep. It's cause you're cute. Ah, damn it! I wish I said that. I wish I said that. Oh my god.
Well, I'm going.
Joker Loki got game though. I can't lie.
And your name is? Wait, you're Okumura-san?
Yes.
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deepest apologies.
Oh Lord, this is gonna be bad weird.
Please don't worry.
So, do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
I'm one of them, man.
He's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers.
Oh my.
What Akechi-kun was going to say about their true
This
identities.
is.
So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Haru's in trouble. I need to change the subject. Do you have a boy? Please. Stay right.
Oh, like a hot knife through butter. A proposal cuts the silence.
Way to go.
I think it was him.
Yeah, no. Oh, she.
So, Okumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about.
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop? But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting.
Son,
Post-festival party is finally over.
my son Joker got game.
It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that.
You were in trouble. you're in trouble.
Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this.
Sakura Amaziku. Ooh, SP.
I bought it earlier.
Looks delicious. Look delicious.
Now then, let's go home.
Yeah, I gotta go home. I'm gonna get a good ass beating. I'm kidding. I'm gonna get a good yelling in tonight. I'm gonna get yelled at tonight. I'm scared, low-key.
Welcome home.
Aww.
You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Futaba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. This is not gonna go. And they're playing a whole bunch of scenes before we get to the good part.
No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves. The sorry state of the police. Destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
Oh, damn.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what.
Damn, no matter what.
Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Look at that weird ass smirk he's doing, bro. That's a whole new animated face. Never seen him do that before. Oh boy. I see it. You see, look through under his arm, bro. You can see it right there.
Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Oh, he's pissed.
Explain.
can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll explain everything.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. Still.
When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Yeah, facts. That was a huge change. Really, one moment she's in her room, the next day she's out and about, asking me to come into the room. Oh, we didn't think anything, but just saying.
But to think that Wakaba's research and
she's
the
literally my
Phantom
sister. Like, come on now.
changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official.
Oh.
My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her.
Interesting.
She said something odd when we were out drinking. That one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Sorry for keeping quiet. You're sharp. Sorry for keeping quiet.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Nah. I mean, my hands are under the table, but I'm not pulling your leg. Come on now. This is no joke. Believe what you want. I'm a Phantom Thief.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud.
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Oh shit.
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone our research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out.
Yeah, that's my guy, son. You don't like that, son? Oh, I hit my mic. Yeah.
I mean, who would believe such a story?
Anybody really wants to find out I'm a Shujin Academy student? Like, oh, really?
Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves.
It's even more complicated, even more impossible to explain how all this shit works.
Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Hey. Love you, Sojiro. Ooh, chill.
If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired.
What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely shouldn't be receiving these messages if Eric was not okay. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes, she was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second though, didn't you say boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? A government official, someone very powerful. And you're letting your imagination run wild a bit, but it would make sense. Wait a sec, if you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
Yeah, you know the vibes. The glasses gang. I just realized that. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. Damn, we got Futaba in our room. Pull that shit up.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's fine. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. You can sleep on the sofa.
Hey, wait!
Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa? Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so that Futaba could go ahead and sleep on the bed? I'm gonna go home. Night. It's not Akechi joining. Looks like we managed to avoid the worst possible situation. We did.
Yep.
Alright, whatever.
Well then.
Let's call it a day of sleep. Golly, that scared me for a little bit.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves. those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Golly.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
That's insane. You could report it only if we get caught.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I'm sorry, there was no choice. I didn't know it would. There was no choice.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I know, don't worry. I know.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, I love you, Sojiro! Yo, you gotta love Sojiro, man. Come on now.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Yeah, we're putting so much pressure on him now. I feel like a little bit. But you gotta love him, bro. You gotta love him. Everything he's doing for us now.
Did you see that reward?
For me.
Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably... I don't even feel like reading. We're skipping. Huh. I feel like reading right now. Yo, you see the news? I have braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
A video game, actually.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Oh, damn, he's pissed.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly... Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit!
Calm down. Calm down, buddy.
Ryuji, taking out your frustration on things.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal. I don't know. We lost sight of our goal. They baited us. They baited us. They baited the fuck out
Probably
of us.
because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
That's true.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, but our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
It's our fault.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too, but still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
We haven't lost yet.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly... We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Akechi. Akechi. It's all on Akechi right now. Well, it's more like we need Akechi right now.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags.
Keep a joke about it. You can still change. Things will turn around. You're going to give up. You can still change.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my
I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment.
We really have.
There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
Damn. Oh my god, so much is happening. So friggin' much is happening. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's see what we can do right now.
Oh, you want to do it?
Yeah, let's train then. Might as well. Get ready for this next. I know we're gonna be going to the next palace very soon, for sure. Looking at how it's going, how things are going right now.
Well then.
who it is.
Do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone.
Yeah.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before, but this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
Damn.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on!
Get on with it, my bad.
I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san.
Oh, yeah.
I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up. And I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves.
And plus the SIU director did say the same thing, I think.
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth.
I look, forgot what his persona looked like.
In changing Sai-san's heart.
Oh,
Should be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
I wonder...
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima.
Oh.
So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
I wonder how we're gonna catch the corporate too, though.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
It's like the mean face gonna
Because
come
of
in.
sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Oh.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
True, I've always seen it.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
Like, even after that story told us about his mom and his dad.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
It's not a bad deal. We will.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart.
Oh.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see.
Plans?
That's unfortunate.
Where are you going?
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wonder what it is.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Very. This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Me too. Jesus Christ. Back to the future, baby. Let's do this.
A palace? In me?
That's right. And also, by the way, guys, the Okumura boss fight video is at 92%. I know it's taking a long time to upload. Well, for you guys, it's been out already, but during right now, it's taking a long time to upload because it's a 5-hour video, as you guys already know. Because it's gonna be uploaded, because this video is gonna be uploaded way after Okumura video is uploaded. But anyways, yeah. So it's at 92% right now. Then right after that, I'm gonna upload the other video I recorded today. Then after I start uploading that, and then this video I'm recording right now, put to render to start another video. I know there's a lot of that going on today. Anyways, I just want to say it real quick. Let's get back to it.
Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then
That's
the
right.
Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
Yup.
And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case?
Yup.
It can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although...
You don't have to. Come
his
on now.
attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's right.
That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Damn.
Hey! You need to keep your focus.
We're coming out to that scene.
It seems you're
So
completely worn out.
damn.
But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I just remembered, like, damn. So that means that palace. It was a palace. That palace from the beginning is Sai's palace. That's kind of sick. I completely forgot that it was a casino, hers. I have a lot. I'm not alone. Justice wins in the end. Justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct?
Yep.
Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor.
I wonder
However,
who that
if your
is.
story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet.
Yep. How does it feel?
Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Rank 6?
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Oh boy. Oh my. We're getting deep into this.
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Okay, buddy.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's what else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
We're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Oh great, another forgotten memory. Now for station news, yada yada yada, bada da da. Where are we meeting today? Oh right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint: the government office district. Kasamugaski. I don't even know. I'm sorry. Indeed. I've never heard. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there though. Me neither. Is that somewhere normally usually? Okay. Oh my God, I'm speaking horrible right now. It's not somewhere normally people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The dive building is right near there too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone will be heading to the Lion's Den. Yo, things get heated up right now, bro. Oh my God. I've been playing this video game all day.
This is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
Oh snap.
Real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
So that's that's the date then. That's like the official date then.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
What the hell?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
He already has mine.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
Oh.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto's sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then!
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
Casino?
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Oh, snap. Ooh, anime scene. What the hell? We're still in the city.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Oh, Organa is turned, at least.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Oh, I just said something? I said right. Let's go. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it right there. Oh, snap. Oh, that's so cool. This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be so much fun.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might...
Oops.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are you a raven?
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
Oh snap! Oh yeah! We in here. Let's go.
Just at this.
Let's go. Hold on a second. I'm saving this one. I'm saving. Please do. 629. Alright. Hey, I'm liking the music. Alright. Let's add Yusuke to our team, but who are we gonna take out? I'm gonna take out, let's switch up my team entirely. I'm gonna add. Let's go, buddy.
Do you have a moment?
Be counting on you.
Oh?
Morgana.
That settles it.
Alrighty. Should we change up for anybody else? I want to change about Kodo for like Yusuke or something like that. Maybe. No, just keep her. Let's go.
Wait.
Hey, we can't go that way. We'll garner far too much attention. Let's find another route. Let's go this way then. Oh, that's your entrance.
Okay.
Oh!
This means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Oh, okay. I forgot how you looked on being honest, dude. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. Think is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
think
see
your mask is
that
more
a lot.
apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted.
So you do understand.
Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
That's right, what of? Yes, but this is the last. Yes, but this is the last.
I'm glad to see you remember.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will
He's
you
so
please
excited.
stop interrupting?
My apologies.
He's so excited. He's
Well,
geeking out right now.
Let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Let's begin securing our route.
I have something.
Gold earrings. Ew. Smoke cigar. Oops. Alright. Okay, I came from that side. there's a vent right here. I'll check that door over there first though. Wait, never mind. There's like a whole cage on it.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thief.
Oh! Where's she at? Oh!
See us? You're after the treasure, are
Oh
you not?
snap!
Come on down, and I will tell you when.
I remember her something like that.
We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible.
Why does she have that much on her? Whatever.
First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Whoa, there.
Damn it! Over there! It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
Let's do this.
Let us get after.
Alright, I heard you, buddy.
Somewhere.
Pretty sure not gonna allow us to go through any doors yet, so let's just go to the elevator.
Focus.
Is that a safe room?
Is there a safe room around here somewhere?
Yep. But it's not used yet.
Authentication required.
Oh.
Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
What's that?
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
Oh, here we go.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
I have high expectations.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Oh, alrighty. Oh, shit. What are you finna do? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, buddy. Big boy persona.
Let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
Oh, Robin Hood.
Persona!
Oh! What the hell? Severe physical damage to one foe. Medium blast damage to one foe. Medium curse.
Let's make this quick.
Less insta kill to one foe.
Robin Hood! Very clever.
Bro, I'm dead. He blocked that. Oh, wow. Oh, he has curse. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this is a strong one. This is a whole different level. Persona!
Now, Robin!
Whoa, looking good!
They're scattered!
Critical move. Oh, look at his thing! Oh! Damn! Bruh, I'm dead. You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let's deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, does it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I like to deal with them as quick as we can. But now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well. I trust your experience and judgment. Let's do that. I love the music in this place. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive our work together. Like Akechi's in the chat. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take though. That is unnecessary. First we secure infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler distorted desires will manifest to physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduced the steps would be something along those lines. A+. Ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijima-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well, you will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course. Perfect, I'll be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare both for the coming task. Yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We'll be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
I will. Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, who's texting us? I was about to end the episode. Things have really soured up. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames though. It's a problem for me too if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. You just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'll be counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Like I said, ending the episode here. Cause next episode, I'm trying to do all this in one take. Cause not next episode. Cause next episode I'll just go get medicine and stuff like that, and prepare some food and stuff because now I can do that. So yeah, but next episode we're gonna do this, which is literally right after I put this video to render up. I literally am recording. This is once I start recording next video, that means I recorded 3 videos back to back today. Golly, I'm doing so much today. Anyways, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.